Hey guys, welcome back to another video guys. So welcome back to another cooking video. So the last video that we done on the cooking of the cheese and onion pastries, you guys seem to really enjoy that. I know I said I'm going to do cooking videos a lot less than I wanted to, but after you guys enjoyed that video a lot more, we thought we might as well just continue doing more for you guys. So today, as you read by the title, we're going to be doing cooking chickpea and potato Bazi. So if you don't know what Bazi means, it means kind of like fry, and in Bengali we call it sana and aloo Bazi. It's not curry.
It's not a curry, so usually you'd eat this like in a bowl as a snack, but today we're going to be in with some paratha. It tastes so good with paratha, so you can eat it by itself or with like paratha or roti or anything like that.
Or like with a little salad on the top. And
yeah.
So I would have named this curry, but it's not actually a curry, but it's really similar to a curry. You just wouldn't probably eat this with rice because they're a lot less like...
It's a bit dry.
Yeah.
It's more of a snack than a curry.
Yeah, so we're going to show you what ingredients we're going to be working with and what we're going to do. So guys, today we're going to be using all of these ingredients. So what are we doing? So how many?
So 3.5 onions.
These are like really big onions. So 3.5 big onions, and then
2 cloves of garlic, sorry.
And then
2 chilies and like a little pinch of coriander for garnishing, and then a handful of spinach. You don't have to use this, but we're chucking it in because the date's going to go soon, so we need to use it up. And 3 whole potatoes.
Yes, so as you can see, the onions are like sliced up, the the garlic is like diced up, the chilies are just cut long ways, and this is not cut that like thinly, but the spinach is cut pretty thin, and then Rez kind of just peeled and diced up these, how many, 3 or 2? 3 potatoes. Yeah. So she kind of just diced it up into like medium slices, because if you make them too small it's just going to disappear. And then the last thing is
we've got 2 cans of chickpea.
Tins. Okay, it's 2 tins of chickpeas. We're using the white ones today. You can use mixture, or you can just do the black one if you want, but I like the white ones because they're a lot more soft, and that's what we have at the moment. So the first step is put some olive oil into your pan so your onions don't burn and it cooks nicely. So we just realized we're also going to add 3 cherry tomatoes, because normally Rez uses tomato puree, but we don't have that at the moment, but we have cherry tomatoes, so we're going to be using 3 cherry tomatoes for this. And yeah, that's how much oil we put in.
So we're going to just add the onions, and I'm going to add in the tomatoes right now because I want them to mush away with the onion. Usually I use puree, but instead we're going to use tomato. And
then you just add in your, how many cloves of this? 2 cloves of garlic, and just give it a mix
with some salt.
So Red's going to add in salt now.
So I'm just adding it in, but you should add about like 1 teaspoon of salt at this point.
And then you just give it a good mix. Keep mixing it until your onions go a bit golden or brown. So the next step is, once your onions are this color, you just add in some water. We're adding in kettle water because it fastens up the process, and right now this is going to soften up the onions, isn't it? Yeah,
so just let your onions soak into the water, and it will slowly become like a thick paste, so you can mush it and turn it into an actual thick paste. So just let it soak in for 2 minutes.
So after 2 minutes, what you want to do is you want to mash it up. So you need one of these. Do you want to show them first what that is? So you need one of these mashing up thingies.
Potato mashers.
Yeah, you can use that for potatoes, you can use that for onions.
Asians use it for onions.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure normal people do too.
I'm sure you can use it for anything, just to mash it up.
Yeah.
But you can't mash it up until your onions are soft, so now that it's soft, you're just going to be able to mash it up way easily.
Yeah.
So now that Rez has mashed up the onions, she's going to add in all the flavours.
So 2 spoons of curry powder, half a spoon of turmeric.
Oh. Wait 1 second. Yeah.
1 spoon of chili powder, not too much, or you can add more if you want it spicy. Little tiny bit of garam masala, and I think this cumin powder, and then this is coriander powder.
Then Give it a good mix.
Yeah, give it a mix, and then sorry, I'm gonna put a bit more salt in it because next I'm gonna put in potatoes, and potatoes take up a lot of salt.
So as you can see, it's not like too watery, but it's like a paste. So once you mix all your flavors in, you just add your potatoes.
And then just keep stirring your potato in the flavour for like 3 to 4 minutes until it's all covered, and actually start like mixing it and letting it sizzle. I've mixed it in for like 2-3 minutes. I'm just going to add some water and I'm going to let it soak into the flavour because potato takes a bit more longer to melt and cook. So I'm just going to keep this covered now for like 5 to 10 minutes maybe.
Not melt, you don't want the potatoes to melt.
No, I don't want, yeah.
You want it to soften up a bit.
Soften up, yeah.
And once the water's disappeared, we're going to add in the next step.
Yeah.
So at this stage, just put on a lid so the potatoes can soften up for about 5 to 10 minutes.
So in between the 10 minutes, you need to make sure that you check on it every few minutes because it can get stuck to the bottom of the pan. Even though it's wet in here, the potatoes can still actually get burnt. So make sure you give it a good mix in between the 10 minutes.
So after 10 minutes, once your potatoes are a little bit soft, you don't want them to be too soft.
You can cut them in half, but they're still like quite hard.
Yeah.
So this is when you add your chickpeas in.
So we add in 2 pots of chickpeas. Give it a mix, make sure the flavour touches everything.
Yeah. So I've given this a good mix and let all the flavour get to all the vegetables. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water, not too much because you don't want it to turn into like a curry. It should be dry towards the end, but you need to add a little bit more water for the veggies to like melt and cook nicely into the flavour.
So the next step, once it's like sizzling up, is add some chopped up spinach. This is
optional, you don't have to, but like we said, spinach is really good, and our one's like running out of days soon, so we're just adding it in.
And I feel like when you add in spinach, it's so good when you can't really tell it's there, but you can kind of taste it. It tastes nice. So after you mixed in your spinach, we're just going to add in the chilies now because we don't want them to be too crunchy.
And just a little bit of coriander, not all of it, because I like you don't have to, but I like it when the coriander sets in and gives its flavour to the curry.
It's not curry, I thought.
I mean, sorry, the Bazi. It looks like a curry right now, but because it's got the juice inside, but once it dries up, it'll be ready.
I mean, if you want it to stay as a curry, you can just
add more water.
Yeah, and a little bit more flavour and salt and stuff like that. But right now we're not going to make it into a curry, so we're going to just wait for we're just going to put a lid on it and wait for the water to disappear. So guys, now that it's cooking this much, I'm just going to do a little taste test to make sure that everything's perfect in terms of salt, and then I'll let Rez know if we need anything. The salt is perfect actually. I was telling Rez I think it's salty, but it's actually not.
I'd have to just add more water to it.
Yeah, if you get to a stage where it becomes too salty, don't panic, just add more water.
It'll make it a bit more mushy, but it will take the saltiness away.
Yeah, you just want the saltiness to not be there. So the potatoes are definitely perfectly soft and everything's perfect right now. If you want at this stage, you can make your rice, or actually not rice, but whatever you want to have it with. We're going to have it with these little parathas, these little parathas. We actually get a lot of parathas and we look for this certain brand. I think it's called Taj, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so this brand paratha, no promotion, but
freezer.
Yeah, it's called Taj, Taj, and it's actually a lot less dry, a lot less oily, and it's a lot better. So I'd recommend, if you like enjoying those kind of stuff but you don't want an oily, greasy one, then that's what I'd recommend. And if you just want it once in a while, every other month, then I'd recommend just get whatever you want. But if you like eating that more often, then get the less greasy one. So that's what I'd recommend. So guys, we're going to do our first taste test, or Red's going to do her first taste test. So I'm just going to taste it with this now, little parathas. So grab some of this. I got a spoon, by the way, because at the end I want to eat it with a spoon if there's any left. So we're going to make a little bite. It's a big bite actually, and then oh. That is so nice, isn't it? Them two together are so nice. So we're gonna end the video here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, what should I comment? A potato emoji?
Yeah.
So if you made it this far, so we know that you made it to the end, comment a potato emoji down below. Thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. And all of you guys wanted to watch a lot more cooking videos, so we're gonna do that every other week. So let us know any recipes that you want us to see. This was chickpea and potato curry, or Bazi.
A Bazi is actually a curry, but we call it Bazi when it's like more the dry side.
Yeah, so thank you guys for watching if you made it this far. As you know, at the end of every single video, I give a comment shout out to my favourite comment from the last video. So this video's comment shout goes out to Runa Begum. Thanks for liking and commenting on the last video. And if you want to comment shout out, leave a nice positive comment down below and leave some suggestions down below of what you want to see in the next cooking video. A lot of you guys want to see baking and a lot of you guys want to see this and that, but there's a lot of things that we don't know how to do, and there's some things that we can experiment on.
Baking is harder for us than cooking. I'm not good with baking. It just never goes.
I don't know anything about baking either. So we can do a video where we try to bake for the first time,
I guess, but it'll probably most likely be a disaster. So
yeah, but that's completely fine. But let us know what you guys want to see. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, anything, and we'll see you guys next time, and peace.
Girl, I see your face everywhere. When I'm going out, you'll be there. 'Cause everything reminds me of you. I can't take no more. Girl, I think I'm losing my mind. Try to go to work, but I lost track of time. 'Cause everyone keep looking like you.